that, and it comes to us from the name that is known for stretching your grocery dollar further. That name is FoodSaver. Now, you've not seen a lot of FoodSaver on the air this year on QVC, and I will tell you, because I'm in constant contact with our buying team, that FoodSavers are this year a little harder to come by. We have some on order, but we're not sure when we're going to get them in. It might be much later in the year, if at all, just simply because everyone is experiencing a bit of a slowdown given our worldwide situation. So we're very lucky to have a FoodSaver model for you today in stainless steel that not only does your traditional food-saving vacuum seal bags, but will also do the fresh saving with this wonderful attachment that attaches right to the port and draws air out of the bag through a one-way valve. Here's that bag, here's that one-way valve. And this is for something you're going to get in and out of a little more frequently. Cold cuts, cheeses, bacon, things that you're going to be making on a regular basis, but want to keep nice and fresh. Now let me show you what you're going to get in this pack up, because we've included a lot, and it's a beautiful stainless steel model. Now you're going to get the unit itself. You're also going to get some pre-cut bags, a roll of bags where you can customize your own, and you get these resealable and reusable bags that you'll be able to use over and over again. So it's one 11-inch by 10-foot roll, and then you're going to get 2 of the gallon bags, 3 of the quart bags, and then in those reclosable bags, 2 gallon and 3 quart size. Now, only for the next 3,200 people will we have this available. Let me also tell you, at retail, this is $160, $159.99. It's $160 at retail. We are $65 and 1 penny less, delivered right to your doorstep. And I'm going to tell you right now, every week when you make out your grocery list, if you open your fridge and your fruit has a little jacket on it like this one does, what are you going to do with that fruit? Probably going to throw it in the disposer or in the garbage. Then you're going to put raspberries back on your list. The next week, if you have not eaten all those raspberries, you'll probably find a situation like this again. You'll buy another pint of raspberries when you go out, and this situation continues to perpetuate itself. And every single week you're losing money, because every time you throw food away that has gone bad before you had a chance to eat it, you might as well be opening your wallet and throwing cash in the trash or down the disposer or out the window of your car when you're going 60 miles an hour on the freeway. This is what it's all about. Save the money, save the food, and let's do it with the leading name in food preservation. That name is FoodSaver. Joining us now is Lisa Brady. She's joining us live via Skype to tell us more about this, to show us more about how this works. Lisa, welcome back. FoodSaver is a brand that we love, but hard to come by in our current situation. We're lucky to have a model available today.
I know, you're right, David. I mean, we're trying to do everything we can to get more in, but it is a tough situation right now. But here's what I love about this model, regardless if we have other ones available or not. This is a nice, low, compact model. It's a stainless steel version, which goes nicely with all of my stainless steel appliances. So I love that. But it's a 2-in-1. So not only is it perfect for long-term storage, David, but it's also perfect for short-term storage. So you don't need an additional appliance, because sometimes you have to buy them separate. I love that this is 2-in-1. Let me show you all the quick little features about this one. It has the built-in roll storage, so you don't have to go searching for your roll. It's always kept right here in the machine. It has that built-in cutter, so you can cut your bag anytime you need it. Then we've got this removable drip tray that is dishwasher safe. And down at the bottom, David, we have an extra wide sealing strip so you can maximize your sealing. So here's what you do. You literally just put your bag into the little removable drip tray, and it's across that extra wide sealing strip. Lower your lid down, and then you're going to lock it over here. Turn it to operate. You see the green buttons come on up top here, right? Now all you have to do is hit one button, vacuum seal. That automatically starts that nylon piston pump. Once it's removed all the air, it will stop on its own, or you can just hit the seal button up top if you prefer. But it's super easy. You can actually hit that button and then just walk away, and it will do everything for you. So now if you have grilled chicken, and I think I heard Mary say that Corky's is coming up with some grilled chicken.
Yes.
Get that in advance, and then you can vacuum seal it and extend the shelf life, David, 5 times longer, because freezer burn sets in 72 hours. Look at these burgers I have here, David. Now, these are in a what is termed a freezer bag, but it's not, removing all the air. You have to remove all the air in order to preserve your food, right? Love that. And then let me show you the short-term storage, David. So I have brown sugar here. I love this. Listen, it's rock hard. Why? Because I have a little twist tie holding it to keep the air out. Well, you don't need to do that anymore when you vacuum seal. So here's what you can do. Because we have these zipper bags and there's a one-way valve there, you literally just make sure that is completely sealed. All right, now I'm gonna do it up here so you can see it. Then you're gonna take your handheld, which by the way, attaches to the side of your machine when you remove that little rubber piece. All right, but all you have to do is put this part into the accessory port. It'll click in, all right? You've got your bag sealed. You bring it up and put this part of it here on that one-way valve. Just drop it down. Then you lock your machine down over here, and you can see it says operate. The green lights come on, and then you hit the vacuum seal button, David. Again, that starts that nylon piston pump. You are getting a commercial quality vacuum seal. When it's done, you'll hear the pitch tone, that change in that sound. You literally just take it off. Now you have vacuum sealed this bag, so it's not gonna get rock hard like this. Super easy. I love doing it for not only like if you make a big pot of chicken soup in your Instant Pot,
sure,
freeze it in a bowl, and then you can vacuum seal it in your vacuum sealing bag.
You know, Elisa, just the other night, I was making dinner, didn't want to make a trip to the grocery store, went looking in my freezer to see what I had frozen. I had FoodSaver some chicken breasts from September of 2019, okay?
Wow.
This was January of 21. I took those out, I let them thaw, I then baked them with my seasoning, and they were perfect. And I never had to leave the house. I didn't feel like getting out. It was a rainy night. I didn't want to drive to the grocery store, so I went looking in the freezer to see what I had food saved. And the reason I knew they were September 19th is because you can write on these bags. And they were perfect.
And I recommend, that's awesome, David. I recommend writing on the bags before you put your food in, because then it's nice and flat. But
True.
I love to. I know you have a freezer full of stuff, but I did my corn on the cob when it was in season. I put my pats of butter in it, vacuum sealed it, and this goes back, what is this date? 7/4/20. So that's about 6 months old. Now I did dinner plates, David. I'm going to show you how easy this is. It's not only just for leftovers, but meal prep ahead of time so you're eating better as well. All you do is lock it down, hit that vacuum seal button. It automatically, again, starts that nylon piston pump. You can see it's removing all the air. Now, if I had something gentle on here and I wanted to stop it, I just go up top here and I hit that seal button. It stops the vacuuming, and now it's going to seal it. So, David, this could keep 2 years in my freezer.
And that's the beautiful part. My pork chops were good a little over a year and a half. Not pork chops, but chicken breasts. A little over a year and a half. Now, I need to let you know we have now fewer than 2,800 of these to go around. You're going to get the stainless steel unit itself with the port, with the hose that fits into the port. You're also getting 2-gallon bags and 3-quart size bags, a roll so you can cut your own bags, and in this reusable bags, you're getting 2-gallon size and 3-quart size. All of this for $65 less than retail. Now let's take a look at what a family of 4 spends typically at the supermarket. Because when we put this graphic up is when we see our calls go right through the roof. Because right now, a family of 4, if they were to buy their food at a warehouse club or when it was on sale at the supermarket, in 1 week's time, they would save $61.16. Holding on this graphic for a moment, at the end of a month, they'd be $265 to the good. If you had paid all your bills at the end of the month and had an extra $265, what would you do with it? And at the end of the year, I don't know, long about Christmas time, if you had an extra $4,651, would that make for a happy holiday season for you and your family? I think that it would. This is why something like this becomes so important. And when I see a great deal at the grocery store on chicken breast or steak or whatever, or pork chops, I'll buy the family pack because I own a FoodSaver at home. And I'll come home and I'll throw my extra steaks into the bag, just like I've done here, right in front of me. And then I'll close this up, lock it down, and then vacuum and seal. I don't have to worry about turning it off because the machine will turn itself off after it's done its work. So while that is vacuuming and sealing, here's an example of that savings. Now, this will vary supermarket by supermarket, but this is what we paid in the local Westchester, PA area. Now, buying the family pack of these chicken breasts, it was $1.79 a pound. If I were to buy the smaller pack, it jumps to $3.99 a pound. Now, Mr. or Mrs. Grocery Store Manager wants you to buy the family pack because they don't think you have a FoodSaver at home. And they think you're going to make 2 or 3 of those chicken breasts and you're going to try to wrap them and put them in a freezer bag. And in 3 days, they're going to be freezer burned because they will not be vacuum sealed. But if you have a FoodSaver, the joke's on the grocery store manager because you've saved the money, you've saved the extra chicken, and like I did the other night, a year and a half later, you're still enjoying perfect chicken breast. Take a look in the freezer here behind me. Lisa, this is a demonstration we love to show.
Yes.
If you were to want to serve some broccoli with your dinner, I would much rather want to grab this broccoli than this broccoli because this looks brownish green. This looks green the way broccoli was when I put it in the FoodSaver all those months ago. This is the beautiful part about these bags. They freeze beautifully. They go into boil or simmering water for great cooking. And you've also got a great way to save the money and make your grocery money last longer and make your food last longer as well. We have about 2,400 of these left to go around. Be sure and stay on the line for yours. Oh, and this one's sealed. And now those steaks are ready to go in the freezer. Let me pop them in back here. So,
Perfect.
Miss Lisa, always good to have you back with us. We're going to invite everyone to stay on the line here. If you're looking to save money, every day that you don't have a FoodSaver at home, you're putting cash in the trash. Stay on the line for yours, and we'll help you start saving that money right away. Good to have you here.
Thanks, David. Good to be here. Take care.
Take care, sweetie. Bye-bye. All right, Mary is joining us now to let us know what's coming up from Iron Chef Jeff.